Welcome to Connect Books, where we understand that sometimes life gets in the way of reading every book we want to. That's why we offer quick and convenient summaries of popular and influential books, so you can stay current on the latest literary trends without committing to a full read. From timeless classics to modern bestsellers, our summaries give you an overview of the key points of each book, allowing you to easily grasp the main ideas and takeaways. So, if you are looking for an efficient way to learn about some of the most talked about books, Connect Books is the place for you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to support our mission of bringing the best of the book world to you. Join us on a journey through this book with Connect Books. Let's discover its insights and lessons together. The Innovator's Dilemma. A book by Clayton Christensen. The Innovator's Dilemma is a book by Clayton Christensen that was first published in 1997. The book explores the concept of disruptive innovation and how it affects established companies and industries. Christensen argues that established companies are often too focused on serving the needs of their most demanding and profitable customers, and as a result, they miss out on new, disruptive technologies that are initially geared towards serving the less profitable segments of the market. These new technologies eventually improve and become competitive with the established products and services, leading to the demise of the established companies. The book also explains how successful companies can avoid falling victim to disruptive innovation by creating separate business units to develop and commercialize new, disruptive technologies. Additionally, it suggests that companies should keep an eye out for potential disruptive innovations and take them seriously, even if they seem insignificant at first. The book is widely considered as a classic in the field of business and innovation, and it has been widely read and referenced by academics, business leaders, and entrepreneurs. It has influenced many people and companies to think differently about innovation and has been the subject of numerous case studies and articles. Themes and ideas presented in the book. The book is divided into several chapters that discuss different aspects of disruptive innovation and its effects on companies and industries. Each chapter builds on the previous one, and the book as a whole presents a comprehensive analysis of the topic. However, I can give you a general overview of the main themes and ideas presented in the book. Chapter 1, Introduction. The idea of disruptive technology introduces the concept of disruptive innovation and explains how it differs from sustaining innovation. Gives examples of disruptive innovations in different industries, such as the personal computer, the minimal in steel production, and the disk drive. Chapter 2, The characteristics of disruptive technologies. Explains the characteristics of disruptive technologies and how they differ from sustaining technologies. Describes how disruptive technologies often start by serving small, niche markets, but eventually improve and become competitive with established products and services. Chapter 3, Why disruptive technologies cause great firms to fail. Analyzes how established companies often miss out on disruptive technologies because they are too focused on serving the needs of their most demanding and profitable customers. Explains how this can lead to the demise of established companies when disruptive technologies become competitive with their products and services. Chapter 4, The Process of Disruption. Describes the process of disruptive innovation, including how disruptive technologies are developed and commercialized, and how they eventually disrupt established markets and industries. gives examples of disruptive innovations in different industries, such as the personal computer, the minimal in steel production, and the disk drive. Chapter 5, Managing Disruptive Technologies, explores different strategies that companies can use to manage disruptive technologies and avoid falling victim to them. Suggests that companies should create separate business units to develop and commercialize new, disruptive technologies, and that they should keep an eye out for potential disruptive innovations and take them seriously, even if they seem insignificant at first. Chapter 6, Conclusion, The Theory of Disruptive Innovation, summarize the main ideas presented in the book and provides a framework for understanding disruptive innovation. Explains how disruptive innovation is a natural and ongoing process that affects all industries and companies, and that companies can take steps to manage it and avoid falling victim to it. Key insights outlined in the book. The Innovator's Dilemma is a book that provides key insights into the concept of disruptive innovation and its effects on established companies and industries. Some of the key insights from the book include: disruptive innovation is different from sustaining innovation. Sustaining innovation refers to the incremental improvements made to existing products and services, while disruptive innovation refers to new technologies or business models that disrupt established markets and industries. Disruptive technologies often start by serving small, niche markets. Disruptive technologies often start by serving small, less profitable markets that established companies are not interested in. These technologies may not initially be as good as the established products and services, but they eventually improve and become competitive with them. Established companies often miss out on disruptive technologies. Established companies are often too focused on serving the needs of their most demanding and profitable customers. As a result, they miss out on new, disruptive technologies that are initially geared towards serving the less profitable segments of the market. Disruptive technologies can lead to the demise of established companies. When disruptive technologies become competitive with the products and services of established companies, they can lead to the decline or even failure of those companies. Companies can avoid falling victim to disruptive innovation by creating separate business units. To avoid falling victim to disruptive innovation, companies can create separate business units to develop and commercialize new, disruptive technologies. Companies should keep an eye out for potential disruptive innovations. Companies should be aware of the potential disruptive innovations and take them seriously, even if they seem insignificant at first. Disruptive innovation is a natural and ongoing process. Disruptive innovation is a natural and ongoing process that affects all industries and companies, and it is important for companies to understand and manage it in order to remain competitive. Disruptive innovation is not just a technological phenomenon, it is also a business model innovation. Overall, the book provides a comprehensive analysis of the concept of disruptive innovation and offers practical insights and strategies for companies to manage disruptive innovation and avoid falling victim to it. Major quotes from the book. The Innovator's Dilemma is a book that explores the concept of disruptive innovation and its effects on established companies and industries. Some of the major quotes from the book, along with explanations and examples, include: 1. Disruptive technologies typically are first commercialized in emerging or insignificant markets. This quote highlights how disruptive technologies often start by serving small, niche markets that established companies are not interested in. For example, Personal computers were first commercialized in emerging or insignificant markets like hobbyists and small businesses, rather than large corporations. 2. When a disruptive technology emerges, it starts by satisfying a small, niche market and then moves up market to disrupt the existing market. This quote explains how disruptive technologies often start by serving small, less profitable markets, but eventually improve and become competitive with established products and services. A good example of this is how smartphones started as a niche market for enterprise customers and then moved up market to disrupt the existing market of feature phones. 3. The very customers that a disruptive technology is initially unable to serve become the most ardent advocates for the technology once it has improved. This quote suggests that the customers that a disruptive technology is initially unable to serve may become its biggest advocates once it improves. For example, the first digital cameras were not good enough for professional photographers, but as the technology improved, they became some of the biggest advocates for digital cameras. 4. Disruptive technologies are often simpler and cheaper, and they are often not as good as the products they eventually displace. This quote highlights how disruptive technologies are often simpler and cheaper than established products and services, but they may not be as good initially. For example, the first electric cars were not as good as gas-powered cars in terms of range and performance, but they were simpler and cheaper to maintain. 5. When a disruptive technology is first introduced, it is often not as good as the existing product. But it is cheaper, simpler, smaller, and frequently more convenient to use. This quote highlights how disruptive technologies are often not as good as the existing products and services, but they may be cheaper, simpler, smaller, and more convenient to use. For example, the first streaming music services like Spotify were not as good as the existing product, i.e. purchasing and downloading music, but they were cheaper, simpler, and more convenient to use. 6. The best defense against disruptive technologies is not to wait for them to attack, but to be the one to introduce them. This quote suggests that the best way for established companies to defend against disruptive technologies is to be the ones to introduce them. For example, Netflix, an established company in the DVD rental business, was able to defend against the disruptive technology of streaming video by introducing it themselves and becoming a major player in the streaming market. Lessons from the book. Lesson 1. There are two kinds of technologies, disruptive and sustaining. The innovator's dilemma presents the idea that there are two types of technologies, disruptive and sustaining. Sustaining technologies focus on improving existing products and services, while disruptive technologies create new markets and industries by introducing new solutions to problems. Established businesses excel at sustaining technologies, but often struggle with disruptive technologies. This is because they have built up resources, processes, and values that align with their current market, but may not align with the new market created by disruptive technologies. An example of this is IBM, who was able to improve hard disk technology but struggled to adopt the new 1.5-inch format as it was still profitable with the 14-inch disks. Lesson 2. If a company's resources, processes, and values don't match the market, no management can save it. The book, The Innovator's Dilemma, highlights the importance of a company's resources, processes, and values aligning with the target market in order to effectively navigate disruptive innovation. When these three factors don't match the market, even the best management may not be able to save the company. Startups, for instance, have an advantage over established companies when it comes to disruption, as they are often agile and able to adapt to new target markets and customer groups. Established companies, on the other hand, may have a wealth of resources but may struggle to change their processes and values to match the new market. This can be seen in the case of Kodak, which failed to adapt to the shift to digital photography. In order to be successful in the face of disruptive innovation, companies must be aware of their resources, processes, and values and make sure they align with the market. Without this alignment, even the most skilled management may not be able to overcome the challenge. Lesson 3: Market leaders can solve the innovator's dilemma by acquiring or founding subsidiaries. The book The Innovator's Dilemma suggests that market leaders can solve the problem of disruptive innovation by equipping independent subsidiaries with the resources, processes, and values that align with the new market. Established companies often struggle to adapt to disruptive innovation because their existing processes and values may not match the new market. In order to overcome this problem, companies can found or acquire a subsidiary with the right values and processes and equip it with the necessary resources. This allows the subsidiary to develop and commercialize the disruptive technology without disrupting the existing business. An example of this strategy is IBM's creation of a subsidiary to develop personal computers in the early days of the PC market. By the time PCs became mainstream, the subsidiary had built up the right processes and values, and IBM was able to reap huge profits from an industry that was not its core focus. This strategy allows market leaders to navigate the challenges of disruptive innovation by creating a separate business unit that can develop and commercialize disruptive technologies while avoiding disruption to the existing business. Conclusion. In The Innovator's Dilemma, Clayton Christensen introduces the concept of disruptive innovation and its effects on established companies and industries. He argues that disruptive technologies often start by serving small, niche markets that established companies are not interested in, but eventually improve and become competitive with established products and services. He also argues that established companies often miss out on disruptive technologies because they are too focused on serving the needs of their most demanding and profitable customers. He also highlights how disruptive technologies can lead to the demise of established companies. The book also provides practical insights and strategies for companies to manage disruptive innovation and avoid falling victim to it. He suggests that companies can avoid falling victim to disruptive innovation by creating separate business units to develop and commercialize new, disruptive technologies. He also suggests that companies should keep an eye out for potential disruptive innovations and take them seriously, even if they seem insignificant at first. He also emphasizes that disruptive innovation is a natural and ongoing process that affects all industries and companies, and it is important for companies to understand and manage it in order to remain competitive. Overall, the book provides a comprehensive analysis of the concept of disruptive innovation and its impact on established companies and industries. It offers valuable insights and strategies for companies to manage disruptive innovation and avoid falling victim to it, making it an essential read for managers and leaders in all industries. About author Clayton Christensen. Clayton Christensen is a renowned Harvard Business School professor and the author of the book The Innovator's Dilemma. He is considered one of the most influential management thinkers of our time and is best known for his research on disruptive innovation. Christensen earned his BA in economics from Brigham Young University, his MBA from the Harvard Business School, and his DB also from the Harvard Business School. He began his career as a consultant with the Boston Consulting Group and later worked as a product manager at the disk drive manufacturer, Seagate Technology. He began teaching at the Harvard Business School in 1992 and became a full professor in 1998. He has published several books, including The Innovator's Dilemma, The Innovator's Dilemma, When New Technologies Cause Great Firms to Fail, Seeing What's Next, Using Theories of Innovation to Predict Industry Change, Disrupting Class, How Disruptive Innovation Will Change the Way the World Learns, and Competing Against Luck, The Story of Innovation and Customer Choice. Christensen's research focuses on the management issues related to innovation and growth. He is considered one of the world's leading experts on disruptive innovation, and his work has been widely cited in academic journals and the popular press. His research has been applied to a wide range of industries, including technology, healthcare, and education. Christensen has received numerous awards and honors for his work, including the McKinsey Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy of Management. Recognition and awards to the book. The Innovator's Dilemma has received numerous awards and recognition since its publication in 1997. Some of the notable awards include 1. The McKinsey Award. The book was awarded the McKinsey Award in 1997, which is an annual award given by the Harvard Business Review to the best article published in the magazine. 2. The Financial Times and McKinsey Business Book of the Year Award. The book was a finalist for the Financial Times and McKinsey Business Book of the Year Award in 1997. 3. The Businessweek Bestseller. The book was a Businessweek bestseller for several weeks after its publication. 4. The Wall Street Journal Bestseller. The book was a Wall Street Journal bestseller for several weeks after its publication. 5. The New York Times Bestseller. The book was a New York Times bestseller for several weeks after its publication. 6. The Incorporated Com's list of the 10 books every entrepreneur must read. The book was included in INC.com's list of the 10 books every entrepreneur must read. 7. The Thinkers 50 Hall of Fame. Clayton Christensen was inducted into the Thinkers 50 Hall of Fame in 2011, which is a biennial ranking of the world's top 50 management thinkers. 8. The Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy of Management. Clayton Christensen received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy of Management in 2015 for his contributions to the field of management and his work on disruptive innovation. These awards and recognitions demonstrate the significance and impact of the book on the field of management and innovation and its relevance to business leaders, entrepreneurs, and academics.